Hello, everyone. This is Adam Shoemaker. I'm rector at St. Stephen's Episcopal Church in Charleston, and I'm pleased to have with me today Cora Webb, who is the program director at We Are Family, a local organization in our city that is affirming of LGBTQIA youth. Welcome, Cora. Nice to have you.
Hello. I'm glad to be here.
So, Cora, can you say a little bit about We Are Family as an organization and what your work is about?
Yes, so We Are Family was established in 1995 by Tom Myers, and this is actually our 25th anniversary year. And we have some cool anniversary stuff coming up in December, which we had to reschedule due to the pandemic. So Tom Myers, his son was gay, and he felt that there was a need to foster community support for his son and youth in general. And so We Are Family was born. And so as a Southern grassroots organization, we provide affirming spaces for LGBTQIA plus youth through direct support, leadership development, and community involvement. And our mission is that our youth find their places in their families and in their communities and feel empowered to go out in the world and be who they need to be and who they want to be. So yeah, and I have been working as the program director since February of 2019, and time has really flown by. So I've been in this position a little over a year now, soon to be 2 years. And I don't know what's next, but this is what I do and I enjoy my job.
And how do you reach out to young people and families and make folks aware that you're there for them?
So it's so many ways that happens. Another thing that happens a lot is people come to our thrift store. So we have a thrift store called Closet Case Thrift. And a lot of people visit the thrift store not knowing that it's a entity of We Are Family. And that's how they learn about our different programs. Also, we have a following online on Instagram. And so we're really active online. We have a nice website. And so we try to engage people digitally like that. But we also were in the community a lot, especially before the pandemic happened. And so when I would visit schools or we would have community events, I would, bump into a lot of different youth or parents or so. And then they would just get looped into our program in that way. So, I mean, yeah.
For those listening who don't know, I was saying to Cora before we went live that Tom Myers was a member of St. Stephen's back in the 1990s, and so we're very proud to have that connection with We Are Family and the important work that it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Cora, I've been asking a lot of people that I've interviewed this question. I wonder how this crazy year of 2020 and the COVID-19 pandemic has been impacting your important work.
Yes, so like many other organizations serving youth, particularly LGBTQIA plus youth, we were really hit hard with the pandemic. A lot of us we get a lot of comfort out of face-to-face interactions. And so building community that way was, that was just a work of the heart, I would say. Like it was nice to see your friends in person and hang out and talk and build community. And so even though switching online does reach another demographic, it does close it off to some youth who their only option for attending was in person, whether that was car riding with friends or getting dropped off by somebody else. And so we were hit really hard. We lost contact with some of our youth, like many other organizations. And ultimately, throughout this time, we've been trying to creatively figure out ways to sustain connections with our youth and build connections with new youth and still foster a sense of community online, even though that is a big part of connecting with other humans is missing when you're online, but we still have to do that. And so this time has led us to a lot of brainstorming on how to address making our services more accessible as well. One of the things we did do, we created this Instagram live community chat session called Couch Connections. And so we would just collab with another person or another organization to go on Instagram live and talk with them about any and all topics. for like 30 or 45 minutes. And so that was a good way to keep people in the loop, keep people informed, help them learn about different stuff. We had Chef Carter on there, and they did a little food demo, and that was really fun. And we had more serious conversations. So, we just tried to keep people in loop of like what was happening in the community, and, get them to meet different people online.
This time of social distancing, I'm sure, also makes it hard for those who want to be supportive and helpful and to volunteer for your work. I wonder, for a church like ours or for others in the area listening in who might want to help, how can they be helpful?
Okay, so this is a broad question, okay, because as we are family, 2019 was the year where we became Black Latinx led. This is a historically wide organization. And so we have a wide variety of issues that affect us individually and as an organization. So as you know, this has been a crazy year, but honestly, every year has been a very crazy year for some of us living in this world, right? And so I think in a larger context, like people just working to align themselves with our values of like intersectionality, of fighting against racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia. That is, I feel like, the greatest way people can align themselves with us, even if they are not specifically dealing with or contributing to our programs. So that's number one. But number two is that with us transitioning online, there are so many possibilities to get people involved that some of them we haven't even thought of yet. So right now we do have our groups online, and we do have people volunteer for Safe Space, which is our middle and high school group. I don't know exactly what newer volunteer activities we'll have coming up, because in person we would like table and go places and do community events. So taking that to the digital sphere, we are welcoming new people who want to brainstorm with us and who want to get their feet on the ground and feeling out like what possibilities there are for them to get involved in this work. We also hired a new volunteer coordinator, and so we welcomed them on board, and so we're really happy about that. And so they're learning our system and learning how to get people involved. So I think this is also a great time for the new volunteers and the new volunteer coordinator to collide, so they can figure out what they would like to do in the community going forward.
And when you say youth, that you're supportive of LGBTQIA plus youth, what is your cutoff what does that mean to you?
So for our organization definition of youth, we're saying 24 and under.
Okay.
Even so, we have different programs that connect the different age range. We have Trans Love Fund, which is a micro grant program for trans individuals in South Carolina, and that's any age. We also do a lot of referrals. So people come in the store all the time, and they may need access to testing. They may need access to other resources that we may not have in store, and we usually refer them out to other places. And so I think regardless of the age, people come through here, and we're very helpful and love to meet new people and assist. And so for our in-house programs, we do have an age limit because this is a youth organization, but ultimately we do act as a service to all.
Yeah, you mentioned it at the top of your answer to how we can be helpful. I mean, this is clearly a challenging climate for lots of different people, but I'm sure LGBTQIA youth, and especially of color, I'm sure this has certainly been a challenging time. Is there a website that you can just give us the website address for people who'd like to learn more about the organization?
Oh yes, and I'm so happy to have a very easy website. So our website is www.waf.org, www.waf.org. Also, if you type in www.wearefamilycharleston.org, it should take you to the site as well, I believe, but definitely the WAF one.
And I'm assuming that if people wanted to make monetary donations to support the organization, they could do that through the website?
Yes, of course.
Okay, terrific. Well, Cora, thank you so much for your time today. and for your important work in our city and in the Low Country. We'll look forward to trying to get people in our congregation more involved, and hope that those of you who are listening go visit that website and learn more about what they're doing, and find ways to be supportive as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.